Hey you guys, it's Bridget, Therese, and this is episode 19, which means that I am only a week away, 8 days out from my show in Mexico City. So we have come a long ways, almost 20 weeks total, and it's kind of crazy now that we're almost here and we're almost to the finish line, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the last 8 days. Are probably going to be a few of the most challenging days that I will experience. But I'm excited to see the light at the end of the tunnel here. So excited for the finish line. So anyways, last week I did my dress rehearsal, and I invited all of my sponsors and some of my friends and local supporters that have been following my journey and being super supportive. And it was really good, a lot of fun. I had a lot of good practice just going through all my outfits, and it's been like 4 years since I essentially was on stage or in front of people. So my first walk I was super nervous, and everybody could see it. So it was good to kind of get my feet under me again and have the opportunity to walk in front of people, because it's one thing to practice over and over by yourself, but then once you put people in front of you and you have like a one-shot chance to go make it count, it's a completely different story. So last week I went through 10 of my outfits, and I did 5 outfits that I was that were just kind of a trial version. And the next 5 are my actual Mexico City outfits. I actually did not post any pictures of those, so those are going to remain a surprise until Mexico City. But it was really fun to just kind of go through all of the outfits, go through all of the outfit changes. If you've ever competed or done any kind of performance, I like to be super organized. So I had all my outfits in baggies, paired with their jewelry and shoes, and everything was ready to go so that I could keep going really fast and put on a little show for all the sponsors and people that came. So it was a lot of fun. I am glad that I had the opportunity, like I said, to walk in front of people again. And I also, one of the things I did was I asked judges to give feedback so that I could have somebody else's perspective on things that I could improve on. So I had 2 of my close photographer friends that I've worked with quite a bit, who know me well and kind of can see when I'm comfortable and when I'm nervous. And I also had Sonia, who is a performer and has been around stages and judging a lot of different events. She came and she gave a lot of positive feedback and made a lot of suggestions as far as things that I can work on. So it's crazy, guys, but it's like it's so much more than a fitness competition when it comes down to the stage part of it. So it's like you get the body, you do all the food, the workouts and stuff like that, but like to really put yourself over the top and to really stick out amongst the crowd, you gotta have more than just a good body and a pretty face. So it kind of becomes a performance and really becoming and playing the part of the roles of your outfit. So like for example, we have sportswear where you can have a prop and use like a ball or a bat or be some sort of a sports character. So instead of just walking and going through and posing just like you were in a bikini, you're going to want to learn how to pose with the props and use the props and really kind of become character if you're a batting or you're pretending to be a cheerleader or whatever it is. So it's one thing to just walk, but then it's another thing to really take on the personality of the character that you're walking in. So that was a good experience to just kind of, for Mexico City, I will have 5 walks. So there's a walk in a dress, there's a walk that's a sporty outfit, there's a walk that's in a bikini, then there's the bikini division, and that walk has 2 walks of its own. It's a theme wear, which is a costume, and I'm so excited about my costume. And then also a bikini in that. So each walk I am working on a different personality and a different feel for each walk, so that the judges can kind of see my diversity and see me play different roles and different characters based on the outfits and really kind of becoming whatever it is that I'm wearing. So that was a lot of fun. So dress rehearsal was a really big success. Hopefully you guys had a chance to look at all the pictures and see some of the behind the scenes of my little performance. But it was a lot of fun, and again, thank you to all my sponsors who came out and supported and really gave me some positive feedback and some things to work on. So excited about that. But that being said, I may seem a little low energy today. I on my first day of a new diet leading up into my show. So at this point, I'm 8 days out. So this is like the last 10 days are kind of the magic. I'll do things like drop my supplements, so I'm no longer taking any supplements leading up to my show. The way my workouts are going to stay the same, but my diet is changing. So this is kind of where the magic happens with the body and all of that. So I'm not going to give away all my secrets, and everybody's different, so it's not like you can take this and go run with it anyways. But I'm dropping carbs for a little bit, other than my workouts, my meals around my workouts. So I'm dropping my carbs for a little bit, and then we're going to closely monitor my body and see how it responds to that, because I don't want to end up skinny on stage. I want to look full. I want my muscles to be there. So it's a very close monitoring system right now, where we're watching how my body's responding to the cardio, to the lower carbs, to the workouts, and just making sure that I don't lose any muscle in this last few days, which is always super important. So these last few days, it's a little bit tiring, and it's kind of like putting your last oomph into everything. I'm super tired today, but kind of just plowing through it, and just reminding myself, 8 days left, I got this. But it's a lot of fun. So regardless of how tired I am, or how much this sucks or whatever, I'm so focused right now that you would have to like push me off a cliff in order to get me to stop at this point. So don't do that, by the way. But anyways, it's fun. So with about 9 days left, the carbs are low, and the magic is happening. And at this point, I'm kind of just riding it out and seeing just how my body responds, how I'm feeling, just paying close attention to all of those details. My outfits, the last 2 outfits are at the tailors, just getting their last little tweaks, so everything's perfect. So I'll pick those up on Tuesday, and then I'll be ready to roll out, doing some fun things like getting a manicure, pedicure on Tuesday with my girl Lisa. Just doing those last fun little touches, and just kind of gliding through at this point. So this is kind of the fun part. I'm just kind of enjoying this, taking it all in. Everyone has been so super encouraging and supportive, and honestly, you guys, that helps me so much, because it's so fun to know that I have like a whole bunch of people behind me, like John Medina and Lizette and Faye and all my crazy people that love me. I appreciate it, and all the support that people have been showing me throughout this process. It really makes it a lot more fun, and it makes me work harder. And part of the reason I wanted to do these shows was to have that accountability, to put it out there, and then it forces me to work hard, because it's like, okay, people are paying attention, now I got to really put in the effort and make sure that I'm doing what I say I'm doing. So hopefully you guys think that, or hopefully you can see that I'm hustling. So thank you all for supporting me and for being a part of this journey. So next week Thursday. I'll be flying out to Mexico City next Friday morning, so I'll pop on again next Thursday and probably just show you some of the packing tips I have, and just kind of talk about like if you're ever traveling for a show, some of the things. I'll show you kind of how I organize my luggage and all of my outfits, so that when you're traveling and preparing for a show, that you're really organized and have everything just set, just so. But thank you, Faye. I appreciate that, and you were wonderful. So thank you for being so supportive, Faye. Also, like the mental game, right now I feel pretty chill. I've had my stressful moments. I've had my freakouts. Right now at this point, I feel good about going into the show, and I'm just ready. I'm just prepared for whatever happens. I trust God at this point. I know that I've put in the work, and the outcome is up to Him, and that's kind of my attitude right now. So right now I'm just excited to go have an amazing weekend in Mexico City, to do my photo shoot after the show, to eat some tacos. Let's be real, that's why I booked the show in Mexico City, for the food afterwards. It's going to be so fun. But as far as like my head and where it's at, I'm just ready to glide in, to have a good time, meet people around the world, and I'm just at this point thinking about my stage walk and how I'm going to like what my plan is for when I get on stage, and like how my attitude's going to be, and what I'm going to tell myself, and the pep talks that I'm going to give myself to get out there and really nail all my walks and poses and everything. So so I'm excited. It's a little overwhelming and a little crazy that it's already so close. I'm probably gonna have a couple more like freak out moments, or just like, oh my gosh, is it really here? And just channeling my excitement and nerves and all of the different emotions that come along with doing a show. And it's really crazy, you guys, because it's so much more than the show. It's really the whole process, and I'm really glad that I was able to document it and kind of just walk you through these 20 weeks, because it's so much more than just the show. It's so much more than just getting on stage and winning a trophy or placing or not placing. It's really about the growth that you go through when you work out when you don't feel like it, when you eat the chicken when you don't feel like it, when you meal prep when you don't want to, and when you have to turn down a dessert or things like that. And you push through all those little obstacles, even though they may seem minute or little or not significant. Like all of those little things over a long period of time really forces you to grow and to become a better person. And I think that is the thing that I love so much about competing, is how much it forces me to grow and become a stronger person. And you know, it's like you're always you have people around you that support you, but it's like this is a journey that only I can partake on. Nobody else can do my workouts for me. Nobody else can eat my food. It's really up to me for how much effort I'm going to put into this, how successful I want to be at it. It's really all up to me and my efforts. And when you have that kind of a pressure on yourself, and you set that kind of a lofty goal, and you're able to see it start coming to pass, and things just starting to play out and come together, it's really rewarding. And that's not to say I haven't had my share of obstacles, my days of feeling down, my days of wondering, you know, if I'm going to do well, or how I'm going to, you know, if my body's going to come together. I have had all those questions and have had all of the doubts, and just trying to manage my feelings, trying to manage my emotions, and learning how to do that. All of that is part of the growth process of competing, or just setting anything for that matter. If you set out a goal, it could be a pageant, it could be a sporting event, it could be anything, whatever you're passionate about and whatever you're working towards. When you set that goal, and then you work through all the obstacles to get to that goal, even if it's just to finish or to get to that point, that's where the growth happens. It's not on stage. If I win or lose, that's not where the growth process happens. That's just one part in my journey. The growth happens all the way along the journey, along the path to get to your goals. So I posted about it, I think it was this morning, or maybe it was yesterday, but it's awesome to see how much I looked at my before and after pictures yesterday, and just to see how much my body changes. And you know, you guys might not see it, you might look the same to you, maybe I look like I have a little more muscles, whatever, but there's the outside changes, and then there's the inside changes. And just putting myself out here and kind of being vulnerable and sharing all of this with you has been a really good experience, and really been fun to share that with you. But it's forced me to be accountable, it's forced me to grow, it's forced me to do my show. Maybe on days I didn't feel like it, after this I still have to go do my cardio and work on some other projects that I have to get done in order for my show. So it's all just a long process and a wonderful experience. And I would just say, like, if you've set a goal for something, work towards it, and don't let things stop you. Don't let things keep you from achieving the goals that you set out to do. Don't let it trip you up, or take you off course, because there's nothing more fulfilling and rewarding than knowing how hard you've worked and putting in all the effort and the energy that it takes to compete and to be successful, or to compete or to accomplish your goals. So push through the hard times, push through the good times, enjoy it when it's good, And stay focused, you guys. If you have a goal, like, just stay focused and set it out. My goal is just to show you guys that when you set your mind to something, that you can accomplish it. And getting on stage on Saturday in next week is going to be my accomplishment, regardless of the results. I set that goal and I've accomplished it, and I'm bringing the best body I ever have to stage. So, hi, mijo. One of my mijos is watching, so thank you guys for watching. But yeah, that's it. It's go time, you guys. I'm just excited to be so close. I'm excited to see the end of it coming. Just here, just in a week, in about a week. Saturday I'll be a week out, and I'm excited to just see how much my body changes in the last week. And I'm excited to go and just enjoy the whole experience and share it with you along the way. So, one thing real quick, they did say that the show may not be aired live by Musclemania, but I am going to do my best effort to have somebody go live on my Facebook for when I do my walks and for the awards. So, one way or another, we will get you guys hooked up with the live feed so you guys can watch, because I know I promised it. I promised that y'all would be able to watch it. So my goal will be to make sure that you guys get to see it one way or the other. Either I'll post a video immediately after, or I'll post my walks, but I will be posting as much as possible next week and sharing every moment of my journey with you. So stay tuned, stay excited with me, and next week I'm going to ask y'all to join me and just send me a whole bunch of positive vibes and just get excited with me, and really just enjoy these last few days and watch the magic happen and see it all unfold. So I think that is going to wrap it up, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Lizette. Thank you, Eduardo, mijo. All of my wonderful friends that, tune in every week and watch me. I appreciate you guys so much. And I'm looking forward to next week. Thank you, Faye. Thank you for everyone cheering me on. And it's go time, you guys. We are almost there, and I'm so excited. But we will talk to you again next week. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.